Good evening. Good evening. Well, it's evening here, late evening, actually. I told you all who actually have followed me and supported me over the years that I am interested in enjoying myself. And that's exactly what I've been doing, going backwards in my YouTube time at doing the things that I actually used to do when I first started my channel. So revisiting the past is not always a bad thing. Let's talk about the 56th annual NAACP Awards. Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. Thank you for being here. As I said before, I am literally just giddy and enjoying myself going back to the things that I actually built this channel on, which was reviewing shows and all shows. And I always did award shows. Award shows was my big, I've loved award shows my whole life, but I used to do whole shows. The Grammys, the NAACP Awards, American Music Awards. I always did these shows, BET Awards. I think the other ones I didn't really do was the hip hop awards. I never really did them too much, but all of the other ones I pretty much would cover. So I'm actually back to doing that, and I'm actually having a good time. And hang with me because history is getting ready to be made on Monday. Do you hear me? History is getting ready to be made on Monday, and I'm actually going to step into a little piece of history for my own channel on Monday as well. And what I'm actually talking about is Beyond the Gates. Beyond the Gates is a predominantly Black afternoon soap opera. Now, I know we had Generations and all of that. Generations had Black cast, but it wasn't predominantly Black. Everything in Beyond the Gates is centered around a Black family. It is a complete Black situation. A lot of the staff and all of that is actually Black. They said like over 80% of the production is Black. The storylines are Black. Like I said, history is getting ready to be made on Monday. And this is something totally different for me. I'm going to make this commitment. I have never done anything like this, but I am going to review Beyond the Gates. I'm going to figure it out. It's going to be interesting, but I'm up for the task. That means I'm going to be doing at least one video every day. Every day I'm going to be doing a video about a review about Beyond the Gates, and I'll figure it out as to how to actually do that. But they're going to be making history, and I want to make some right alongside of them. And here's the thing. One of the lead characters, Tamara Tooney, she's from my town. She is from my town. She is from Pittsburgh. She's from the McKeesport area, and she is one of the lead roles. And look, if she could show up every day for work to create history, I'm going to show up every day for work to try to help push them along. Don't take for granted that these little reviews and things that we do on YouTube don't count as the reality TV stars. They count. They know we exist. But I'm going to do this. I've committed myself to doing this. Beyond the Gates, baby, starting on February 24th, 2025, which is this coming Monday. CBS, it's 2 p.m. in my area. I am Eastern time, so we are going to see what it actually gives. I love drama. I always did. Love an old nasty piece of a soap opera, child. All I need is for somebody to stand at the door, because that's when you know you're watching daytime soap. Somebody always gets at the door right before the commercial comes on, and they stand at the door and they stare at the door, and then you cut the commercial and they're like, and that's when you know it's getting ready to cut the commercial. It's like that over-the-top acting. I don't know what the staring at the door is, but that was always the thing that stuck out to me about daytime soaps and used to make me crack up. So I'm looking for some of that. Some of my folks sitting there staring at the door and me waiting on the commercial. Come on. So come back, and I'll definitely see y'all on Monday through Friday. And we will be getting down talking about Beyond the Gates with Miss Tamara Tooney of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, over there in McKeesport. Anyway, all right, so let's talk about the awards. Now, I thought the awards, I think the awards they've changed over the years. So I'll say that. They've changed over the years, just like I had changed. I've been doing more highlights of the shows. I'll talk about stuff and I'll do the highlights. I don't usually do the full-on show and keep notes. I actually did it. I sat here and I took notes through the whole show, and I got some of the other stuff where there were awards that you didn't actually see. So how I usually start these things is I start off with the fashion. I actually got a little message earlier on. Are you going to be doing the fashions on the NAACP Awards? I was all game to do the fashions, but they didn't deliver. They didn't deliver. And to be quite honest, I watched the red carpet. It gave me nothing. It gave me nothing. I looked up, I saw Chloe's dress. I was like, horrible, horrible. Didn't even take a picture of it. Very Star Wars. I just wasn't here for it. Throughout the show, cute pieces, but nothing worth really sitting down talking about until Taraji P. Henson hit the stage. Taraji P. Henson hit the stage. And is it good? Is it bad? It was risque. It was risque. I'm going to say this. Taraji, you know, she had gained weight. She had gained a little bit of weight around time for when she was doing The Color Purple, the movie. And I seen her with it, but it wasn't anything bad. You know, she always looks good. But she had put on some of this weight. And then I noticed her, when I started seeing her again, getting the weight off. Well, baby, that weight is gone. That weight is gone. Boom. Miss Taraji came and fell out on that stage, baby. I said, Taraji, if you don't quit playing with these people, if you don't stop playing with these people. She was on the stage with Gabrielle Union when they gave the little speech about celebrating 45 years with BET. So BET has actually been in existence at this point for 45 years, and I'll talk about that. I'll get to that a little bit later, but that's what she was up there for, and this is what she had on, baby. I said, come on, Sue, and giving full-on pustules, honey. I listen. Is it good? Is it bad? I don't know that it's good or bad. It's just risque. It's a celebration in itself. She looks fantastic. She looks fantastic. If y'all remember the tour run of the Color Purple movie, we're going back, not this Christmas, but the Christmas before. Taraji had picked up a little bit, and for the full tour run, she was doing all this crying and all of this. There was a whole lot of emotion going on, but Sister Girl got a smile back on her face, and she looks fantastic. I love the haircut. The makeup was good. Her skin was glistening. It was sexy to me. It was sexy to me. Again, I don't know what to really say, whether good or bad. I like it. Do I like it for the NAACP Awards? I don't know. But again, what she was actually presenting for is BET. BET is the culture. This is our culture. Our culture is more showy. It's risque. This is what we give. This is what the young people are doing. They are unapologetic in their fashions. They really are. But again, it's the NAACP Awards. So I don't know. Is it good? Is it bad? I don't know. But I will say this, it's the only thing of the fashions that really made me talk, other than Kerry Washington's dress, which I thought was absolutely horrible. It was horrible, and it was off. It was off. The colors, it was a two-piece, and it was like all of this tulle and fake flowers. It was horrible. It was purple, and the color lots were off. It was awful. It was an awful, awful, awful two-piece going to the prom. Awful, but we'll talk about her again later anyway. But for the fashions, this is all I got for the fashions. All I'm going to say, Taraji P. Henson. I'm here for it. I think she took a risk. She took a risk. I think it will probably pay off with some people and not with others. But I like it. I do like it, but I don't know about for the NAACP Awards. I don't know. But it was worthy of talking about. That's for sure. It was worthy of talking about. I liked it. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning of the show. Deon Cole was the host. Now, again, if you've been with me anytime, you know I think Deon Cole is fine. He is. It's just sound, and I don't know exactly what it is about Deon Cole. Deon Cole is just something about him just stirs my soul. Okay, fine. Not so much in these roles, not so much in his acting roles, but if he's a DJ. Last night the DJ saved my life. So when I see him in that role, which is actually the real Deon Cole, baby, he stirs my spirit. I just think he's so fine. But anyway, I like Deon Cole. I like him in all his little stuff he does. But when it comes to him doing that little DJ thing and he on the ones and twos, Deon. Anyway, Deon was struggling. He was struggling. It sounded like he was like maybe battling a little bit of a little upper respiratory situation, but he literally did push on through. Toward the end of the night, it seemed like it had started getting a little heavy. Like he was, it sounded like he was having a little upper respiratory thing. But look at what time of year it is. I get it. And then again, they're always flying in and out of different climates. I get it. But he pushed right on through with it. So that was cool. Then we did some awards. Queen Latifah ended up winning for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series, and that was for The Equalizer. Couldn't tell you, never watched the show. Again, I'm really not one for cops and robbers so much. I used to love Scandal and things of that nature, but so I ain't never watched The Equalizer, but I do like Queen Latifah, so I ain't arguing. I could see it happening. Outstanding Lead Actor and actor in a Drama Series, Michael Rainey Jr. I was not shocked for that. That was for Power Book 2 Ghost. So I was not shocked at all. He looked really nice. He did look really nice, and I was shocked to see. I said, come on, listen. Y'all know I was going off about Kendrick Lamar's pants at the Super Bowl. Seems as though the boys are getting tired of these European cut high water situations. He had a more full leg trouser that was really, really nice. And he's not real tall. So I was like, those have to have been custom done because they were fitting him like a glove. And everything looked really, really good because he's small. He's a short guy. So I was loving that. And the color was really nice. It's like a plum. It was like a plum. It was nice. It was nice. He looked good. So that was that. Then Morris Chestnut rolled through, and he came on with 22 of the residents of Altadena. And we talked about the fires. They talked about the fires. And he is actually from that area. He's originally from that area. So it was really real somber moment in the show, really necessary. And they talk about the fact that they are strong spiritually as a community, that they are broken, but they are not defeated. They definitely are planning on rebuilding. Some things were kind of sad because there was one lady that just kind of got me choked up a little bit because she was a real sharp, older Black lady. And she said, I don't think that I'll be around to see the full rebuild, but as a community we'll rebuild. And I'm like, oh, I hate when they do that. When, when our elders do the whole thing of, baby, we do things faster, ma'am, now than we used to. And I just wanted to grab her and hug her and tell her, you very much can still be here when the rebuild takes place. So don't count yourself out. Never, ever count yourself out. You just don't know. Man, God will leave her here and the rest of us will be gone. You just don't know. So she actually got me all stirred up. I said, oh, Lord. And then they did announce the Altadena Preservation Fund. You all can go look that up if you want to help with the rebuild and do donations. Just go ahead and Google the Altadena Preservation Fund. They definitely can use the help. Then they got me, baby, and they come on out. And I said, I already know we get ready to do a tribute, right? Because that's what we do. I watch tons of these shows. We get ready to do a tribute. And I know somebody that is the tribute queen, baby. Either we're going to have Fanny or we're going to have Lettucey. And Fanny ain't there. But Lettucey was. Baby, they brought my baby out there. And, baby, she gave them How I Got Over. Baby, and tore the place up. If you ever need a tribute in these times right here, Fantasia and Lettucey are our new tribute girls. They're the tribute girls, period. It is what it is, period. And she looked good. She sound good. They had the choir. The choir was beautiful. They were all like, they didn't look all churchy and all that. They were clean, baby, and all their black. And she had on it was like ecru. It's like an ecru type of situation going on. I loved it. I loved it. It was cool. I was like, okay, come on. I said, no, she didn't hit us with this little Jerry curl. I said, what's the Jerry curl, sis? But okay, that y'all listen. I'm being silly now, but that Jerry curls are making a comeback. You all better be careful. Let me go off rail for a second. Listen to me. I'm a licensed cosmetologist, okay? Damn what you heard somebody saying and what people are trying to tell you what about me that don't know nothing about me. I am a licensed cosmetologist. Y'all gonna be bald-headed, messing around with a Jerry curl, okay? Don't listen to the lies. Jerry curls used to be about 95 to 110 bucks, maybe 120 back in the days. That was my days in the salon doing Jerry curls. And that's what it was called, a Jerry curl. And your hair, if your hair is not juiced up, it's going to be dry and then it's going to break off. Know that paraphenyldiamine and that sodium and calcium hydroxide don't go together. So if you go with a Jerry curl, you will never be able to get a relaxer anymore. So it's one or the other. It's always been one or the other. You can't bounce back and forth. You have a Jerry curl, you put a relaxer on it, your hair will literally just disintegrate. It will turn spongy and it will be on the floor. Same thing. You have a perm, you put the paraphenyldiamine on to do the Jerry curl, it's just not going to curl. It's just going to say bleep. It's not going to do anything. And then when you go get a perm again, then the hair is going to disintegrate. Y'all will be bald-headed messing around with this Jerry curl stuff. And now I'm hearing they're calling them, I was going to do a whole video, but we might as well just cover it here. They're calling them Gina curls. Gina going to have y'all bald-headed. And I hear the Gina curls cost about $300. If you don't want to be bald-headed and you just want to spend $300, go get you some micros. That is my professional advice that you didn't ask for. But don't be bald-headed out here messing. You want this? go get you a Jana curl. Be sitting around with a perm, you know, black folks, we call them perms, a relaxer. Be sitting around with a relaxer, go get you a Jana curl. And this is where you'll be when you're done. Somewhere down the line, it's not going to give you that look. They're what I'm seeing them advertising is that it gives you that natural curl pattern. They're a natural curl pattern lie. A Jerry curl is a Jerry curl is a Jerry curl. Now, even if it's not done by Carefree anymore, or Wave Nouveau or California Curl, I don't give a damn who's making it. Those chemicals don't give you that natural curl pattern. Your parents give you that natural curl pattern. A Jerry curl is just that. It's a Jerry curl. It requires moisture. It got to be juiced up. If it ain't juiced up, you're going to be bald-headed. Now, you heard it from me. Anyway, so let me go back, get off my soapbox and go back to what I was doing. We're back. And we're back at the award show. Okay, so Lettucey, she had a little Jerry curl type of little situation, but you know hers was a wig, so it was cool. She could take her Jana curl off and throw it on back in the closet. It was cool for what she was doing. It was a serious little hairdo, you know. It was a serious little hairdo, and it was cute for this little church thing. Lettucey, you can take that, throw that on back in the closet, and go on back to your locks or whatever else you want to do. But I love Lettucey. It was a very good performance. It was this section of the show was very necessary. They needed something. They definitely needed something, I think, to make them smile, because they've gone through a lot since 2025 came in. So just a little glimpse of something to make them smile is definitely needed. So, like I said, again, the Altadena Preservation Fund, you could Google and you can actually throw a few coins that way. It's tax time. If you got something extra, peel it and help them to rebuild. All right, moving on. Okay, so here's a couple awards that they didn't present on stage, but they did run through them. Abbott Elementary won for Best Comedy Series. Cowboy Carter won for Outstanding Album. Cross won for Drama Series. Moving on. George Wallace when I looked at this, I was like, Lord have mercy. George Wallace came out with Laverne Cox. So I'm laughing at the fact that they both about the same height. So I was laughing. I said, look at him. Laverne looked good. I said, Laverne, she had this, her gown was cute. The top was corseted and it was sheer. I'm seeing a lot of these sheer corsets. And you know where Laverne comes from. She comes from off the rainbow. So, they'll take those risks. Right, Ashley? Lettucey never misses, baby. They'll take those risks. And I seen it. I said, girl, I see breast cup. I said, you doing it up, ain't you, Miss Laverne? She looked good. She really did look good tonight. Short hair, she had a little pixie, and giving a little busticles. And she looked good. But her and George Wallace were funny as hell to me. I didn't know. I got a little nervous at first. George Wallace can be ignorant. He can be. I love him. George Wallace can be ignorant. But him and Laverne, yeah, I know that they would probably be funny in like a real loose setting. I know what they're doing, but they got a show they're actually doing together, and they played off each other really, really good, and it was good. It really was good. I enjoyed it. It was funny. I'm glad to see you too, Nicolette. Thank you for being here, baby. It was good. I enjoyed them two up there together. They were presenting for Outstanding Comedy Series, and of course, the Queen, Quinta Brunson, won. So that was cool. You know what? I love to see her win. I don't even watch Abbott Elementary, but Quinta is just funny. She is funny and she is talented, and I just love to see her win. I'm loving that she is winning, and her season has been really stretching out that she is winning out here, and I love it. I love that for her. Next, we had Outstanding Actor in a Comedy Series was won by Damon Wayans. So that was really cool. And then there was a moment. The Chairman's Award was given to Kamala Harris. Mm-hmm. So, I was in my glory because y'all know I'm Team Kamala Harris all day long. And I was in my glory because, see, ever since the debacle, y'all been wanting to hear Kamala and what she had to say. Y'all been wanting Kamala to talk her shit. And now she's done. The election is over and she could talk her shit. And she did. She did. Did y'all catch everything? If you didn't, you'll be able to go ahead into YouTube and you'll be able to look it up. They'll put clips in, I'm sure. But she said what she said. And we need to be listening and paying attention. She said what she said. People wanted her to talk her shit. She talked her shit today. Perfect stage. She said what she had to say, and it was graceful, and it was Kamala, and I was here for it, and I had my chest poked out like I did back in November. So, yeah, we had Kamala Harris. She got the Chairman's Award, and I loved it. Moving right the heck on along. The Wayans family as a whole were inducted into the NAACP Hall of Fame. Keenan wasn't there, but Damon and Marlon did most of the talking, and they were cutting up. And child, they got to telling a story about when they first got started, and it was all this, and I was like, they gave y'all a lot of time, but they were all up there. It was a cool moment for them. I mean, if anybody deserves it, a moment, they do. They have made history time after time after time after time. And yes, Keenan Ivory Wayans is that dude. But yeah, they were ragging on him and roasted him and talking about him not having no drawers on and going out to the club and all of this different stuff. And basically how he trained them into the comedians that they are today, and all of this and all of that. They talked about their mom and the decision when he made to leave school and go and chase this career and comedy and all of that. So it was really good. It was really good. I did want to hear something from Kim, but Kim never talked, but I was glad to see her. Because, you don't really see Kim that much. But I was like, let her on there, baby. I said, I want to hear her say, honey, don't nobody, Miss Benita. Don't nobody say nothing about Miss Benita. But Kim never talked. She looked really nice, so she looked pretty. But yeah, not a better deserving family. So I was happy to see that for them. Now let's talk about BET. So BET, 45 years, that was like a whole personal thing for me. I was like, wow, it has been 45 years with BET. See, because I'm one of them old kids. I'm one of the old ones from the beginning of BETC. I could do a 45-minute on BET and what it used to give. I'm one of the ones who was around when BET only used to come on a couple hours a day. And those couple of hours were like 1, 2 in the morning. The only shows they had a Video Soul. They had Video Soul and a few other little things. But I mean, it literally wasn't on. It just was not on all day long. And then I watched it as it grew into what you all know as BET. Now, there was a time when BET was everything. When I was in high school and like that 85 to 89, baby, BET was it. Then when they went into where they had their actual shows, they had their little sitcoms and their little dramas and all of that. BET has gone through, it's gone through hands and different things. And it's just, it rolls with the culture for the most part. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. Child, Midnight Love, right. And that was later on. Child, I go back further than that. I'm talking about they only had 5 or 6 videos, DeMarco, where it was the same. It's Raining Men every night. These are the same videos you see. It's raining, man. Hallelujah. You see that video? Long, tall, short. That video, Stephanie Mills' video last night. We got into the groove last night. We made that move. And y'all, most of y'all probably don't even know that song by Stephanie Mills, but it was a hot little disco little tune. And she was giving you talk about body yaddy yaddy. Back then, Stephanie did a two-piece bathing suit, was laying on the she was married at this time to her husband that was the basketball player. She was laying on the it was a real risque little video on the diving board, and there was steam coming up, and she was laying there giving y'all body with her hair slicked back. And it was that little song. I love that little song. To this day, I love that little song, but the song's called Last Night. It was a hot little tune. That was one of the videos. Not meant a child. Let the music play. He won't get away. That they would play that all the time. It was like 5 videos, 5, 6 videos. And when you do anything, as soon as you get in the groove, the whole damn channel go down. Back in cable television first coming out when it was TCI cable, which is now Xfinity. But anyway, all right. So like I said, I could do 45 minutes very easily on BT. Right. Sherry Carter, Donnie said, you know, everybody loved Donnie Simpson, baby. Whew. Anyway, child, y'all remember when Video Soul was the thing, when Vesta Williams came on Video Soul and almost ended the whole show? She was like the first viral boom, boom, honey, on BET. She came on when Donnie went on vacation. I said, Lord, Vesta almost had it where Donnie ain't had no job to come back to. Vesta was, when I say reading the kids, she let Regina Bell have. Baby, Regina Bell was not happy. Do you hear me? She told her, y'all remember Regina Bell's song, So Many Tears, sat down to write you a letter. But you know, the whole thing for that song is that she sang that song very much in the vein of Billie Holiday, which, you know, Billie Holiday was a habit. Okay, Billie Holiday would be Tourette, and so that's the cadence that she used for the song. It was supposed to be like that. Honey, that Vesta said, is she drunk? I said, oh. And we didn't have social media like that back then. But I promise you, if we had this like that, baby, it would have been a whole between Vesta and Regina Bell. There would have been videos going back and forth, baby, and I'd have been on there pushing my button like, baby, let's weigh in. But Vesta, when I say Vesta was on there, it was very much given T.S. Madison and Kaya, and she was doing it all by herself, baby. She was reading the girls, honey. She was steadily announcing the videos and just dragging the girls. Vesta was hilarious. She should have been a comedian. But anyway, so that, all of those, I sat here and I was like, those were good times. Those were good times, honey. My sister was living at the time, and baby, that was it. That's, you know, that's how we connected. We connected, we watched BET, and we be on the phone, and that's basically kind of how my channel runs, like them same phone calls that me and my sister would have back and forth with each other, talking shit. That's what the whole basis of this channel is. But yeah, those were good times. But yeah, so they just celebrate 45 years. See how my mouth just running. I had a good time. It is what it is. Hey, Lamar, hi, baby. How you? Hey, newbie. I see y'all coming in. Good to see y'all. I know it's late. Hey, Audrey. Oh yeah, Super Freak and Forget Me Nots. I'm sending you Forget Me Nots. Patrice Russian, to help you to remember. Yeah, that was one of the ones. That was one of the videos. Okay, so let's go forward. Outstanding special, which I don't know how this happened, but Jamie Foxx. I hated his special. His Netflix special, I didn't care for it. I know a lot of people did. I didn't like it. I didn't care for it at all. You just said she was probably high, probably. Yeah, Vesta had some abuse, some substance issues. Um, hey, Ronnie. Game show variety competition, whether it be an ensemble or a single person, that was won by Keke Palmer. Um, okay. And that was for the show Password. I'm not a big Keke Palmer fan, but just hold on because Keke did something tonight. And that heifer looked good. She did look good. She had this red, drag queen red, like a red crayon hair on. It was pretty. It was pretty. But the outfit wasn't doing anything that would require me to put it in the fashion part, but she just looked good as a whole. She looked nice. But yeah, I'm not a big Keke Palmer fan. Like her movies and stuff, I'm just like, okay. But she works. She does work. But anyway, Password, she won for that. Then reality program or competition went to Steve Harvey for Family Feud. So they did that. Best actor in a motion picture, male, was Martin Lawrence. Okay. Okay. Moving right along. Then here's something that personal that came on. So they did an in memoriam. Okay. And this is something that does not happen very often because you do the in memoriam, and let's just be honest, a lot of people don't pay a lot of attention to the in memoriam for whatever reason, because we don't like to harbor on people who have passed away and people we have lost. And sometimes when they do the in memoriam, it's shocking. I always pay attention because it's shocking once they put it all together. You're living day to day. We're living day to day, and we're on social media and we see, oh God, this person passed away. Oh God, that person passed away. But then we've become so immune to everything that it doesn't. I don't want to say it doesn't mean anything, but it doesn't throw you off your game that much until we do it collectively and we see everybody that is gone, and then they don't, depending on what show you're watching, they miss some, and you're just looking, and then they start talking about composers and songwriters and with me, I know these names, the songwriters and the composers and the producers. You know them from following music. You're like, darn. So collectively, you see a lot of them. Well, here's where it hit me even worse. Was somebody that I actually know personally actually popped up, and I was like, damn, that's right, it did. It happened back in April of last year. William Bill Strickland. He's a founding member of an organization of African American Unity, which is here in Pittsburgh, which was called Bidwell, which is now called the Manchester's Craftsmen's Guild. You all know, I tell you all the time, I'm from Pittsburgh. I'm from the North Side. I come from Manchester. Bill Strickland was my grandmother's boss. My grandmother worked for Bidwell from the very beginning. Where we live, well, the house that my brother actually owns now, you used to could sit in the door and look across. There's houses there now. Some houses built that are blocking it, but you used to sit in the door and look across a couple streets over, and you could actually see the original Bidwell building. My grandmother worked there from the beginning, and then it moved further down the plaza. My grandmother and one of my aunts actually worked at Bidwell. So, of course, I know Mr. Strickland. I've known Mr. Strickland my whole damn life. Mr. Strickland gave me my summer job. I was able to go there and work my summer job. I was just 14 at the time. You usually have to wait until you're 15, but Mr. Strickland made it happen, baby. And I actually worked my first job at Bidwell. at Bitwell, which is now the Manchester. It's grown exponentially to Manchester Craftsmen's Guild, but a big moment of pride and just personal. It was just personal, and that doesn't happen. How often can anybody say, "I know somebody personally that is on the," you know? And this is not the first time it's happened. I actually know a person from the NAACP that actually showed up on their years back, but that's a whole nother story. I'm not telling that story right now. But yes, I know William Strickland. I know Mr. Strickland. I've known Bill Strickland my whole entire life. So there's that. So I had that whole moment. Okay. So that was good and bad. I don't know if I want to say it's exciting, but it was different. It was definitely different. It was different. Yeah, it was different. Anyway, I got it on DVR as well. I saved it on DVR. I was like, wow, Mr. Strickland. Okay, anyway, moving on. So then we did the tribute to Quincy Jones. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I felt like Quincy Jones deserved so much more. It literally was just a DJ playing some clips and some music. And it was really a letdown. I was expecting, his pride and joy was Tamia. He was so proud of that fact. Quincy Jones is who actually found Tamia and brought her to us with that "You Put a Move on My Heart" that's on Juke Joint, on his album for Juke Joint. So I thought for sure at least we would see Tamia singing something or just something. I mean, yes, he did music and he did scores and different things like that, and he wrote for a lot of people. What's that? I mean, what's that? Y'all could have found some people to sing some stuff for Quincy Jones. Like, quit it. So I don't know. I was really let down with that. But yeah, I just knew he was going to see some Tamia. Anyway, whatever. So that was that. Then Dave Chappelle was presented the President's Award. Okay. I don't feel no kind of way about Dave Chappelle. I don't dislike Dave Chappelle. I'm not in love with Dave Chappelle. I've never been one of those people that love, because there's people love Dave Chappelle. They do. They love Dave Chappelle. I don't love Dave Chappelle. He's cool. I respect him, but no, he ain't in my top of comedians. But yeah, so they gave him an award. Okay, here's a couple other awards that weren't actually shown, that came from me doing my research. Lynn Whitfield won for Best Supporting Actress in a Drama Series for The Chi. Y'all know I love Lynn Whitfield. I do. Love her. Chop. Listen. Speaking of Miss Lynn Whitfield, honey. Because she give it up like this, baby. This is why I loves Lynn, honey. Lynn gets the party started.
Just stop that whining. Just stop it.
I love her. I love Lynn Whitfield. Okay. The Luther, and this was totally well-deserved. Totally well-deserved. The Luther Vandross, Never Too Much, won for documentary. And if you did not see that documentary, you have cheated yourself. It was excellent. It was excellent. It really was. It was excellent. I love the way it was done. I love the way it was handled. If you've not seen Luther Never Too Much, you've cheated yourself, and you need to double back and make sure you do. So they won for documentary. Lord Aaron Pierre, which I know y'all are all crazy about. Everybody's crazy about this Aaron Pierre. I seen him and I said, oh, he's cute. All right, no big deal. And then I saw what y'all saw. When you really look at him, I was like, oh, Aaron Pierre's Mufasa, honey. When I watched him in Rebel Ridge, which is on Netflix, and he did win for Rebel, his role on Rebel Ridge. on Netflix. He was really good. He's like a modified Black Rambo on Rebel Ridge. So if you haven't seen that, check that out. It's a really good movie. It's a little Saturday. It's not worthy of going to the movie theater, but it's perfect for a Netflix and chill, honey. It's just long enough that you could make it through it. Because when you Netflix and chill, people be messing with you and be trying to get your clothes off you while you chilling. It's just short enough that you could make it through the movie before you get stripped, honey, while you're Netflix. Don't y'all look at me like that. You know what Netflix and chill means. Don't y'all sit over there and try to act like you don't know what it's all about. If you ain't Netflix and chilling by yourself, somebody is trying to get stuff off of you when you Netflix and chilling. So the movie is just the right length that it ain't too long that you get bored in there and they end up tearing your clothes off. And don't y'all look at me like that. You know what I'm talking about. Damn it. Moving on. Kendrick Lamar won for the music video for Wop, 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 Wop. I'm gonna do my stuff. Yes, he did. He did his stuff, and he got an award for the music video. I'm shocked. I am shocked because of the nature of the song and his NAACP. But he got. But the video has a definite message, so we'll take it. We'll take it. Newbie. Tell me I'm a Christian. What? Lose that. Child, you know good and well you ain't making it through the first doggone credits, so just shut your mouth, newbie. Anyway, Wicked actually won for the soundtrack. They won an award for the soundtrack. Chris Brown actually won for R&B Song of the Year for his song Residuals. I said, okay, whatever that is. Okay, cool, no problem. All right, so funniest moment of the night for me, the absolute funniest moment, and we're getting ready to wrap this up. The funniest moment of the night was Kerry Washington won for Actress in a Motion Picture. She won. It's like, okay, cool, no problem. And then the movie, the 688, that was the movie. And then the movie, which we knew, well, she won for actress, she definitely won for the movie one. And it was cool. But here's the thing. She thought that she forgot to thank Tyler Perry. So they cut the mic. And then the next presenters were coming out. They were on the opposite side of the stage. Baby, she took that old ugly dress she had on and lifted it up, and she ran across the stage. And now she's just going to interrupt them, starting up their stuff so she could thank Tyler Perry. And, she's Kerry Washington. So, she's Olivia Pope. Who cares? Okay, girl, no problem. And she said, oh, my God, I didn't thank Tyler Perry. And they're like, girl, yes, you did. And she did. She thanked them, but she did it in the beginning. They were like, you did thank him. She said, oh all right. And she just walked away. She just fucking walked away. It was the most random, real shit ever at an award show. It wasn't embarrassing. You know what I mean? Okay. Because in all essence, it was given very much the time when what's the little child that looks like Soldier Boy? Lil Mama. When Lil Mama ran up on not Taylor, but on Alicia Keys and Jay-Z, and the time that Kanye ran up on Taylor, it was given that. But for whatever reason, it was just so real. It was so Kerry Washington. We know Kerry Washington for her politics and her activism, not just her acting. That's truly her. She is just real. She's just all out there. So it didn't even seem out of character. It was just funny as hell. And then once she figured out, child made all of this fuss about nothing, child. and walked away. I was so goddamn tickled. I know to do myself. It was funny. It really was funny. So that was like the funniest moment that was like unscripted that just happened. Because there's always an unscripted moment that just happens. I loved it. That was funny as hell to me. Okay, so the last award of the night was Entertainer of the Year. And here are the nominees for Entertainer of the Year overall. Cynthia Erivo, Keke Palmer, Kendrick Lamar, Kevin Hart, and Shannon Sharpe. Now, it's not Entertainer of the Year. That is collectively. That is their work all year collectively. Hold on. I got two more awards that just I researched ago. Club Shay Shay did win for Podcast of the Year. And Jay Hud, which shocked me, actually won for Talk Show of the Year because I like Jay Hud, but I don't know how she beat Sherry and Tamron Hall. But okay. Because you know, child, listen. We're gonna have a good time. I just love the damn opening song for Sherry show. Honey, Sherry's got you feeling good. I love that little song. And I like Jay Hud's too, but I really like Sherry's. And look, I'm just in love with Tamron Hall. I love Tamron Hall. Tamron Hall is that girl, okay? But Jay Hud pulled it off, baby, and she's yeah. Go on, Jay Hud. Okay, anyway. So Cynthia Erivo, Keke Palmer, Kendrick Lamar, Kevin Hart, Shannon Sharpe. I kind of knew that they weren't going to give it to Kendrick Hall, Lord Kendrick Lamar. I was like, they're going to give it to Kendrick. Because again, controversy. But then I said, who knows? We'll see. So I'm looking, I'm like, all right. Cynthia did a lot of stuff. I know Keke works a lot. She does work a lot. Kevin Hart, people like Kevin Hart. Shannon Sharpe, messy bitch. Him and that damn Club Shay Shay, and he does work a lot. But baby, when they called out Keke Palmer, and Keke Palmer was shocked herself that she won. Now, here's the thing I done already told y'all. I ain't no Keke Palmer fan like that. So I just kind of looking at her like, okay. You say Jay Hud won because of the Spirit Tunnels shorts on social media. Yeah, that is cute. That's cute, but Sherry Shepherd get better guests. Sherry Shepherd got all the guests. Like Sherry gets all the guests. I don't know. Sherry's show just kind of, that should be popping over there. But anyway, Keke, as much as sometimes, because I think she comes across fake. So that's kind of, here we go. Keke for me comes across fake sometimes, y'all. I'm sorry, but I ain't sorry. She comes across fake to me. Like, it just, you be like, girl, who is the real Keke? Because I'm not really sure who the real Keke is. And I think that's what it is. I can't really connect with her. It's like she's always playing a role to me. But she made this statement that made me say, you left me with something, with a good feeling, Keke. It's something you never do. Because usually I'll be like, that's how I leave with her. Oh. Hey, Spiffy, what's up? Good to see you. She said, you know what? I was over at at another situation 2 days ago, and I was with Ingenue Ellis having a conversation. Now, I love Ingenue Ellis, okay? Love Ingenue Ellis. Listen, if y'all do know who Ingenue Ellis is, right? Ingenue is who Glenn Close was actually talking about in this clip. Should I play the clip? Maybe later. Okay, I don't know. I may not shouldn't play that clip. But in Tyler Perry's movie Deliverance, Ingenue Ellis is who the demon side of whenever Glenn Close turned into the demon, that's Ingenue Ellis that she was talking to. She's a fierce actress. Newbie, stop it. Stop, newbie. So that's Ingenue Ellis. But what Ingenue Ellis has said to Keke, And I don't know, because of course I love Ingenue, so of course I would love what she had to say. But Kiki said it actually touched her. It looked like I got a glimpse of who the real Kiki is. She said what Ingenue said to her is, you don't have to keep asking for a seat at the table. We don't need to be asking anybody for a seat at the table. We could just make our own table. Now, I've heard it a million times, and I feel that way. I do feel that way. But I don't know. It was just something about tonight and something about Kiki and the way she delivered it. It didn't feel like she was acting. It felt like she really, really meant that. She really was being genuine. She really did not believe that she was going to win. And she was really grateful for actually standing there, getting the award. She was fangirling out because LL Cool J was the one giving the award. You know, it was just like, it seemed like I got a glimpse of her real self. And this is actually the first time. Because like I said, usually when I see her, I just roll my eyes up in my head and I'll be like, here she go, honey. But I live, girl, work, because she stays work. That child stays booked and busy. But I just be like, here she go again, child. But today looks like I got a little glimpse of her, and I enjoyed her. And her hair was real, real pretty. She looked pretty today. She did. She looked pretty. But I like that. And that was it for the show. I'm going to skip it. I'm not going to show the clip, newbie. I'm not going to show the clip. Because the clip it's a bit risque. It's a bit risque. And we ain't on that time right now. But yes, just to know I do love Ingenue. Anyway, so listen. Ingenue Ellis is so talented. She scared Ava DuVernay while filming her latest movie. Listen, I love Ava too. Oh my gosh. I love all those ladies. I do. I love them. And Lena Waithe. They kept on panning the camera over to Lena Waithe. I was like, hey, Lena. So, love them and the work that they're doing. But yes, this was a good show. It was a feel-good time. I sat right over here and had myself a good time. She was good in the Clark Sisters. I loved that Clark Sisters movie. I really did. I love the Clark Sisters movie just as much as I love the Luther documentary. If you didn't see it, you need to go and see it. You say you love Lena down. Lena's bad. Lena's bad. Lena is bad. Yes, she is. But that's it. That's all I got for the 56th annual NAACP Awards. It was fantastic. It was a fantastic time. Thank y'all for coming in. I know it's late. Thank y'all for coming in. And thanks for hanging out with me. I have another video that I'm going to do that is a touchy kind of black situation. But I don't want to tire myself out too much. I think I want to hold that for tomorrow afternoon. I'll bring that to you all tomorrow afternoon. I got some gripes. Some real gripes. I do. Yep, I do. Boy, this world is doing some stuff. I enjoyed Kamala's part. And I did another video too. I did a video. Y'all go check out the video about the TikToker and the welfare. If you ever see, I did a video about a TikToker complaining about their welfare check. Take a look at it. Where are we as a people? What are we doing here? What are we doing? I will be back with y'all tomorrow. I have a little rant for tomorrow afternoon. I will see y'all then. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Thank y'all. Y'all have a great night. Catch you next year on NAACP Awards. All right. Good night, you guys.